So I've been able to start influencing others within my family and help them.
My father worked inside the gates here at Eastman, and my grandfather worked here for 30 years. This is the question I'm most passionate about, and I'm not even going to get through it. I remember growing up and seeing his hard hats and just being so proud of him. And then I got my hard hat a couple of years ago. That was powerful and meaningful to me. Now I'm following in his footsteps and working at a wonderful company like Eastman.
My single biggest takeaway from ETSU is to get involved. If you sit on the sidelines, you're missing out on so many opportunities. When you walk across the stage and you hear your name called and you have the little section of fans cheering because they never got that same opportunity, it makes you put in perspective how important it is to not only you, but how important it is to the people around you to see you be successful.
I'm from Coburn, Virginia, and my parents went to ETSU. Whenever I was looking at colleges, I knew that a theater program was really important to me.
During the pandemic, I kind of sat down and I was like, if I'm not going to teach, what am I going to do? It was a natural choice to get my second degree.
The Darrell and Harold Budd Frank Scholarship has really positioned me for success at ETSU because it's given me the security financially to be able to attend school and get my education.
I grew up attending barter player shows. Having a job here even is so surreal to me. I was offered the summer internship, and then I was asked to come back in the summer of 2023, and I've been here ever since.
So it was the day before graduation, and I got a phone call from Cindy, and Cindy's like, hey, would you like a job? And I was like, I would love to work for you all. It was such a reassurance that I had made the right choice, that I did have the potential, the skills to do this.
When I was 3 years old, the first ever costume I ever wore was a Snow White dress. It was my favorite thing ever. Growing up, my mom actually was able to take me to some barter shows, and I just had no idea that one day I would be here and I would get to make my own Snow White dress. That was just a really cool full circle moment for me. The dress came together in about 3 weeks. This is it on our lovely actress Lindsay Fluel, who's also from ETSU.
Giving joy to the audience is truly, I think, one of my favorite aspects of this entire job. At Barter, we love to say that we are here to serve the audience, and I love being in Barter Player shows, which is we do theater for young audiences. We did the Velveteen Rabbit, and it was one of my favorite stories growing up. We were actually able to travel to places that may not be able to come to Barter for a field trip.
You are going to find people who see your passion and will encourage you along the way. We're all maybe at different ages in our lives, but we're on the same journeys. We're just trying to better ourselves with education. Your age doesn't define what you can and cannot do.
If I could look back to the little girl in the Snow White dress, I would probably tell her just to really trust herself and believe in herself as much as the people around her do. I mean, some of the best opportunities I've gotten have been completely unexpected and only happened because I asked.
I'm a firm believer that there is no better form of learning than by doing. There have been a lot of people who have helped me and continue to foster that learning environment.
The love and the kindness and the joy that was given to me from the ETSU Theater Department, and even from Barter, the way they welcomed me here.
Take advantage of the support system you have around you, especially in a university setting.
It's just really incredible to feel like you have that support and to feel like you have someone on your team. Back in college where you took those first steps, all of the professors in the theater department have seen shows and just encourage us to keep going.
They never said my dreams weren't possible. They just helped me find ways to achieve them.
You've made it. Every stressful deadline, late night study session, and spontaneous cookout run has led you to this moment. I stand here today not just as a fellow Buccaneer, but as a representative of the entire student body, to celebrate the dedication that has fueled your journey and to congratulate you on this significant achievement. As you conclude this chapter of your ETSU journey, I encourage you to pause and reflect on everything that has brought you here. The memories made, the friendships forged, and the lessons learned that have shaped your experience. I hope you found a supportive community that has been there for you every step of the way. May the lessons you've learned, both in and out of the classroom, serve as a guiding light as you step into the next stage of your life. As your SGA president, I have had the privilege of witnessing the many ways you have left your mark on our university. Your impact will continue to inspire those who follow in your footsteps. You've pushed your boundaries through leadership roles, embraced new experiences, and discovered passions that will shape your future. You truly have left a legacy that will continue to shine. As you move forward, embrace every opportunity, challenge, and lesson that comes your way. Carry the spirit of ETSU with you, knowing that you are equipped to make a difference in your communities and beyond. You are now and forever will be a Buccaneer. Congratulations. Go out there and write the next incredible chapter of your lives. Go Bucks!
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats.
Today is the day you've all been waiting for. Friends and family fill the campus with excitement and anticipation, ready to celebrate you. This day is years in the making, a testament to the hard work, perseverance, and relentless drive to go beyond. For our first-generation students, today marks a historic milestone. You're the pioneers who have blazed a new trail. You are paving the way for future generations. To our military service members, we salute your courage and unwavering commitment. You have served our country with honor and now stand ready to conquer new frontiers. To the graduating class, this is your moment. You hear your name called and the spotlight shines on your accomplishments. Crossing the stage happens quickly, but it represents years of hard work, late nights, and determination. Remember that graduation is just the beginning. You are facing a future full of limitless possibilities. Celebrate this magical moment with your friends and family, for today marks the start of your next great adventure. Congratulations, ETSU graduates, and welcome to the alumni family. Go Bucks!
Please rise for the procession. Joining us today is Audrey Neal of the ETSU Bluegrass Pride Band, who will be singing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Good morning. It is my honor and privilege to welcome you all to the campus of East Tennessee State University for our Spring 2025 commencement exercise. Today marks a significant milestone for our graduates. It is a day to recognize their accomplishments, their dedication, and the degrees they've worked hard to earn. Class of 2025, there are many people celebrating with you today. Welcome and thank you to the family and friends who have supported and encouraged our graduates throughout your journeys. I would also like to thank and acknowledge the faculty and the staff whose guidance and mentorship have helped to shape your ETSU experience. This is a mission-driven institution where we prepare our students not just for careers, but to make a meaningful impact on their communities and beyond. Whether you are planning to further your education, you are entering the workforce, or moving on to another adventure, my wish for you is that you will never stop learning and that you will do well, but perhaps more importantly, do good. To the members of the class of 2025 seated before me, congratulations. Now, I would like to introduce Mr. Trent White, the ETSU Student Board of Trustee member and also a member of the class of 2025.
Good morning. Thank you for the opportunity to stand here today. 4 years ago, I showed up at ETSU carrying more questions than I had answers. I knew where I came from, but I wasn't quite sure yet where this journey could take me. What I found here in the heart of Appalachia was bigger than classrooms or textbooks. I found people who believed in me before I believed in myself. I found a community that didn't just hand me opportunities, they taught me how to build opportunities. Now let's be clear, a degree is something to be proud of. We've earned it. But it's not just an achievement. It's a promise we've all seen fulfilled at some point over the last few years. It's a promise written by that professor who stayed after class because he or she saw something in you. It's a promise paid forward by the parent who worked overtime so you could afford your first set of college textbooks. It's a promise kept by this graduating class when 225 days ago, when the floodwaters from Hurricane Helene came, you didn't just think about yourselves, you stepped up. You showed up to volunteer, to rebuild, to reflect the character of this region. Our degrees are a promise that we will not pull up the ladder behind us, that we will open the door wider for the next person, and that we will leave this community, region, and world stronger than we ever found it. So take this moment, take this degree, take everything ETSU has given to you, and don't just ask what it means for you. Ask what it demands of you, and then go live out that promise. Thank you. Congratulations to the class of 2025, and go Bucks. Next, we have a message from Dr. Linda Latimer, Chair of the ETSU Board of Trustees. Following her greetings, ETSU President Dr. Brian Noland will introduce our guest speaker. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished faculty, proud families, and above all, our exceptional graduates. It is a tremendous honor to represent the East Tennessee State University Board of Trustees on this unforgettable day. Today, we are here not only to celebrate the hard work and perseverance that you have shown, but also to recognize the incredible support of the people who have stood by you every step of the way. To our dedicated faculty, your passion for teaching has inspired the minds of these graduates in ways that will last a lifetime. To the families and friends, your unwavering encouragement has been the foundation of their success, and we thank you for the pivotal role you have played. Graduates, as you sit here today, take a moment to pause and appreciate how far you have come. You have faced obstacles, seized opportunities, and formed bonds that will endure. Today isn't just the end of a chapter, it's the start of something even more extraordinary. As you venture into the world, remember that you carry with you the core values instilled by this university: integrity, curiosity, and the drive to contribute meaningfully to society. The knowledge and experiences you have gained here will empower you to make a lasting impact in your communities and beyond. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, congratulations on this outstanding achievement. We're excited to see how each of you will shape the future. As you take the next steps in your journey, stay true to your dreams and know that the world is eager to benefit from your unique skills and perspectives. Keep reaching, keep dreaming, and know that the world needs what you bring to it. Congratulations, class of 2025. Thank you.
East Tennessee State University began in 1911 as a normal school to train educators for our region. Our very first graduates were teachers. Our programs and majors have expanded over the years, but for more than a century, our institution has educated teachers for this region and beyond. You see, education is just not a part of our history. It is the foundation of who we are as a university. It is part of that reason that today, we are the flagship institution for Appalachia. It is an honor to introduce this morning's commencement speaker, a remarkable educator whose dedication and impact reflect the very values upon which our university was founded. Missy Testerman is an ETSU alum who serves as an English and second language specialist in Rogersville City Schools in Rogersville, Tennessee, where she teaches kindergarten through the 8th grade to students who do not speak English as their primary language and supports them across all academic areas. But this past year has been a little bit different for her. You see, in April of 2024, she was named the 2024 National Teacher of the Year on CBS's morning show. Yes, the National Teacher of the Year earned her degree right here at East Tennessee State University. A proud Tennessean and a first-generation college graduate, she holds both a bachelor's degree in elementary education and a master's degree in reading education from East Tennessee State University. With over 3 decades of experience, she is known not only for her dedication in the classroom, but also for her passionate advocacy for her students, their families, and her fellow educators. She spent the past year traveling the nation, using her platform to empower teachers to share their stories and help shape educational policy. Ms. Testerman believes strongly in the lifelong impact that an educator can have, and I imagine that each of you, no matter your field of study, can think of at least one teacher or faculty member or mentor whose encouragement and guidance have shaped who you are today. That's the kind of teacher Missy Testerman is, the kind who not only teaches but inspires. Please join me in welcoming our distinguished speaker this morning, Ms. Missy Testerman.
Good morning. Thank you, Dr. Nolan. What an extraordinary honor it is to stand here today and to be part of this platform party. As Dr. Nolan said, I earned both my undergraduate and master's degrees from ETSU way back in the 1900s. I have a little secret to share with you. Despite earning 2 degrees from this incredible university, this is my very first ever ETSU graduation. My first one, and I get to wear all of this fancy stuff. Good things happen for those who wait. To the graduating class of 2025, congratulations, you made it. That means you've walked these hills, you've eaten more than your fair share of Chick-fil-A, and figured out how to navigate the library steps when you were running late to class. To the families, friends, and faculty members who helped make today possible, this celebration belongs to you too, especially the ones who proofread papers and answered those panicked phone calls every time something went wrong. As I look out in front of me, I know that we have many first-generation graduates here. Students who are the first ones in their family to graduate college walk a slightly different road. Maybe they had help from a high school or college counselor who helped them fill out the paperwork and the dreaded FAFSA, but they still had to be the first one to do it. I was a first-generation college graduate, and I am thankful to this university for the support that allowed me to successfully go down the path to earning college degrees. To those of you who have now done the same exact thing, I'm so very proud of you. We live in a time when there are people who try to convince you that you don't need a college degree and that a degree is meaningless. I want you to always remember that those people who are saying that most typically have a degree and they're in their position of power due to their own degree. Don't ever let anyone tell you that an investment in your education is not worth it. It is the only investment that no one can ever take away from you. If you are a member of ETSU's faculty and you were a first-generation college student, would you please stand? Thank you. Most of these people now hold doctorates. Graduates, let this be your sign to never let being the first at anything stop you. Members of the audience, if you were ever once a first-generation college graduate and you are here today because you have a student graduating, would you please stand? Thank you. Graduates, those people that you saw stand just a moment ago single-handedly changed the trajectory of their family's life for generations. Graduating college is now a family tradition. Graduates, all of you, first generation or 14th generation, I want to ask you to take a really deep breath with me. I want you to inhale all the pride, all of the joy, and yes, even some of the relief in this room. And I want you to exhale anything that no longer serves you, because today is not a day of closure. It's a day of becoming. ETSU, with its mountain spirit and deep Appalachian roots, didn't just give you knowledge. Your time here gave you purpose. And that's what I want to talk about today. Not just your success, but your purpose. No matter which degree you're graduating with, your purpose in life matters. You've been trained not just to think critically and to act skillfully, but to serve wisely and to lead boldly. Whether you're heading into classrooms, clinics, labs, nonprofits, or maybe you're taking a gap year, gallivanting across Europe, live your best life. Regardless, your work has weight. It echoes beyond you. Because here's the truth. The world needs people just like each of you. It needs public health leaders who understand that spreadsheets and empathy are equally important. It needs educators who see students not for what they are today, but for what they can be. It needs scientists, artists, and communicators who are not afraid to ask big questions and laugh at themselves when things go wrong. You are stepping into a world that some call complicated, and it's true, but it's also crackling with possibility. Your calling is not to go out and fix everything. It is to find the place where your passion meets what the world needs, and to begin there. Along the way, please remember this throughout your life. Leadership is not a position, it's a posture. Leadership is how you treat other people when no one else is looking. It's how you show up for your community, not just when it's convenient, but when you're needed. No matter what, never underestimate the power of your one voice. The world is hungry for people who speak up for goodness with heart. So speak. Don't wait for a time when you'll be ready, because you're ready now. You're already equipped with more wisdom than you know and more power than you realize. Throughout your life, there will always be moments of uncertainty. There will be detours, and there will definitely be times that you question all of your life's decisions. But along that same path, there will always be wonder, connection, and unexpected joy. My hope for you is that you don't rush through any of it, the good or the bad, and that you even slow down to help others find their own joy in life. So for just a second, pause. Look around. Let this moment sink in, because you're here right now on the cusp of something absolutely beautiful. And the best part, you're just getting started. Congratulations, ETSU, class of 2025. Go make us proud, because Bucks always go beyond. Thank you.
It's been a long, dark night, but I'm still waiting for the morning. It's been a long, hard fight, but I see a brand new day dawning. And I've been looking for the sunshine. I ain't seen it in so long, but everything's gonna work out just fine, and everything's gonna be alright. That's been all wrong. And I can see the light of a clear blue morning, and I can see the light of a brand new day. I can see the light of a clear blue morning. Everything's gonna be alright. It's gonna be okay. It's been a long, long
On behalf of the more than 14,000 students and 2,600 faculty and staff who call East Tennessee State University home, it's my pleasure to extend my heartfelt graduation to you, the members of the class of 2025. Graduates, today is your day. Each of you entered this institution full of hopes and dreams and aspirations, yet with some degree of trepidation about the journey that awaited you. Today begins another journey as you move from this place of educational exploration and personal development and move into the workforce or on to graduate school. Someone once told me that commencement is both a beginning and an ending, a time for renewal and reflection, a chance to look back at what has been, and a time to look forward to the future and dream. What that person didn't tell me is that it's also a bittersweet time, a time when we as faculty and staff acknowledge our pride in the accomplishments of our graduates, but we've got a deep sense of loss knowing that you're going to moving on from our institution and our classrooms and our residence halls and our research labs and moving on to pursue your dreams. We're proud of all of you. But these emotions aren't just evident in the faces of the platform party. They're evident in the faces of the faculty and staff who join us for today's commencement activities. Graduates, when you receive your degrees, please take time to read the text on your diploma carefully, paying attention to the phrase, "on the recommendation of your faculty." Graduates, your degree is not a random collection of credit hours. It's not a mere reflection of job-related skills. Your degree is the embodiment of the intellectual enlightenment and a covenant between you and the faculty in which they have formally declared that you have the skills required of college graduates. In many respects, our faculty have prepared you in ways that may not be apparent now, but will become clearer in time. In the years to come, you'll realize that the individuals who led your coursework and your hands-on learning experiences have planted seeds of empathy and compassion and understanding and inquiry and curiosity that will bloom repeatedly throughout your lifetime. Our faculty have poured their passion for teaching, research, and service into each of you, and it is your duty to keep that passion burning bright. Graduates, please join me in a round of recognition and applause for our faculty. I'd like to recognize several special guests who are seated in the front on my right and ask that they please stand as their names are called. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Dorothy Grisham, a member of the ETSU Board of Trustees. Thank you, Trustee Grisham, for your leadership and support for East Tennessee State University, as well as for hiring me more than a decade ago. I would also like to recognize State Representative Renee Jones. Representative Jones, thank you for your presence and support and for making the dream of Brown Hall a reality. I'd also like to recognize ETSU's First Lady and my wife, Donna Noland. Her support and dedication enrich this institution, and I'm deeply grateful to serve the university alongside of her. And finally, I'd like to thank our special guests, Ms. Testerman's husband and daughter, David and Caroline. Please join me in welcoming them. East Tennessee State University was founded in 1911 for a singular purpose: to improve the quality of life for the people of this region. Since our founding, we've remained committed to this mission. I'm deeply proud of our university. And today's graduates have achieved degrees in world-class programs of study. They've learned under preeminent scholars, researchers, artists, and industry leaders. As our graduates transition from this place of educational exploration and move on to graduate school, they'll begin their next chapter of their ETSU story, a place and a story where anyone, regardless of where they come from, can grow, succeed, and realize their dreams. As Ms. Testerman so powerfully noted in her remarks, we are extremely proud of our tradition of serving first-generation students at this institution, and many of today's graduates are the first in their families to receive a college degree. Now, we've asked the faculty who were the first in their family to graduate to stand. We've asked the audience who's the first in their family to graduate to stand. But would all of today's graduates who will be the first person in their family to receive a degree please stand to be recognized. Our institution also has a long history of supporting veterans and military-affiliated families. For 15 consecutive years, we've earned the military-friendly school designation. Will graduates who have served or who are currently serving in the U.S. military please stand to be recognized? Thank you for your service and what you will do for our nation. Graduates, as you begin this next phase of your educational journey, I want to leave you with 3 simple challenges. The first is to remember how today feels. As Ms. Testerman noted, take that feeling, breathe it in, but then pass it along. Pass it along to a neighbor or a friend who's undecided about their future, and encourage them to share in your energy and the feeling that you have in this moment. Pass along that dream of a college degree. My second challenge is for you to take time in the coming days to say thank you. Far too often we get caught up in the pace of the moment and do not properly take time to thank those who shaped our lives, sacrificed for us to realize our dreams, and supported us along our journeys. This is especially important as we prepare to celebrate Mother's Day tomorrow. And if amid all of the excitement of graduation, you've not prepared or bought your mom a gift, consider this your reminder to do so. I know that you're eager to move forward and get started on whatever comes next, but before you move on, I wholeheartedly encourage you to take time to reflect and find special ways to thank those who've made today possible, most notably mothers and those who have graciously filled a motherly role in your life. They are your most devoted fans and are often the first ones you call when times are difficult. Be sure to thank them for their guidance, their wisdom, and their sacrifice. My third and final challenge is to remember that your education doesn't come to a close today, for you will continue to be learned and graded throughout your lifetime. From my perspective, life is a classroom, one in which we are both student and teacher. Each day is a test, and we receive a passing or failing grade in one particular course, a course called Grace. You see, grace is compassion and gratitude, it's surrender and failure, forgiveness, good manners, saying thank you, and that list goes on and on and on. Remember that being the smartest, the wittiest, the most talented, the richest or the poorest doesn't define the grade you're going to receive in this class. The key to passing this class is to being humble, helpful, and dedicated to serving the needs of others over self. During a time in which our world is dominated by argument and dissent, may the spirit of service and sacrifice that has defined your ETSU experience carry on with you in the years to come. May today be for you the beginning of a new journey, a great adventure, and a life well lived with purpose and grace. On behalf of the entire ETSU family, I wish each of you every success in achieving your goals and your dreams. Now, as we prepare to recognize the class of 2025, I want to recognize several members of the class of 1975 who've been inducted into the ETSU National Alumni Association Golden 50s Club, along with other members of the Golden 50s Club members. They've been celebrating their 50th reunion during spring commencement activities and are seated to the front of the stage. Members of the Golden 50s Club, please stand so that we can thank you and recognize your contributions to your alma mater. Congratulations to you. I know you've had a busy weekend and you've got other activities to attend to, but thank you for sharing your time with us. I would now like to invite Provost McCorkle to the podium.
A total of 2,012 degrees are being conferred today to the members of the class of 2025. Honor graduates are wearing medallions on special colored ribbons. Those wearing a white ribbon are graduating cum laude with a 3.5 to a 3.64 GPA. Those wearing a yellow ribbon are graduating magna cum laude with a 3.65 to 3.84 GPA. And those wearing a blue ribbon are graduating summa cum laude with a GPA of 3.85 to 4.0. Of the baccalaureate degree recipients, 201 have attained summa cum laude distinction, 280 are magna cum laude, and 330 attained summa cum laude, the highest honors. Of those graduates, 62 are graduating with a 4.0 GPA. All students wearing the Latin honor medallions with the various colored ribbons, please stand to be recognized. We are extremely proud of our Reserve Officer Training Corps program here at ETSU and our students' commitment to service and leadership excellence. Yesterday afternoon, we commissioned 10 seniors as second lieutenants in the United States Army. Beyond the academic programs of study, these new lieutenants have pursued a very demanding program of leadership, development, and physical training that has prepared them one day to lead our sons and daughters as military officers. We have several of them with us here this morning. For those present, please stand as your name is called. Tommy M. Allison III, Seth Baird, Griffin Goodale, Lone Kennedy, Caleb Lee, Zachary Miller, Jordan Painter, Samuel Pinkston, Emmanuel Schwartzen, Emily Shelton. Please join me in congratulating these individuals. Today we have the honor of recognizing the scholars who have been inducted into the 1911 Society. Named in commemoration of the year when ETSU was founded, the organization honors the undergraduate, graduate, and professional programs. The 1911 Society recognizes 11 students who have distinguished themselves among all graduates for academic excellence, service, and leadership. Each inductee will receive a special stole that signifies their membership in the 1911 Society when they come across the stage. But now I would like to recognize the honorees present. Please stand as your name is called. Skylar Brackett, Matthew Kinsler, Hunter Turgeon, Trent White, Ava Yobst. Please join me in congratulating these individuals.
As President Noland and other members of the platform party make their way to the front of the stage to offer congratulations to each candidate, we ask the graduates to remain seated until an usher invites your row to the stage. Graduates, please return to your seat after you have crossed the stage. Following the recognition of all degree candidates, Dr. Noland will confer all doctorate, master's, and baccalaureate degrees. Again, Dr. Noland will not confer degrees until all degree candidates have crossed the stage. Doctoral candidates, College of Public Health. Hooded by Dr. Bethesda O'Connell, Olivia Ann Sullivan. Hooded by Dr. Casey Bailio, Haley Marie Leslie. Hooded by Dr. David Shoam, Omodeli Sarah Agbejimi. Hooded by Dr. Michael Smith, Kajol Dahal. Hooded by Dr. Walid Alali, Emmanuel Agmorta Mensa. Doctoral candidates, Quillen College of Education and Human Development. Hooded by Dr. Alyssa Lange, Amani Abdulaziz Al-Hassan. Hooded by Dr. Carol Trivet, Ruth B. Copeland. Hooded by Dr. Paul Garton, Stephanie P. Horvath. Hooded by Dr. Don Good, Tabitha Pearl Sherrill. Hooded by Dr. Ginger Christian, Stephanie Marie Fletcher. April Michelle Heron. Riley A. Prickett Armstrong. Hooded by Dr. L. Catherine Sharp, Karen Lynn Dumas. Hooded by Dr. Pamela Evanson, Sandra Lynn Stiles. Hooded by Dr. Pamela Scott, Tiffany Necessary Jenkins. Shelley Amanda Bernie Sayers. Susan Roach Steele. Michael Ryan Vermillion. Hooded by Dr. Terrence Hicks, Chatora Jackson. Melissa Love Trent. Hooded by Dr. Virginia Foley, Shanna Elizabeth Hensley. Alex S. Turner. Hooded by Dr. William Flora, Olivia Baxley. Doctoral candidates, College of Arts and Sciences, hooded by Dr. Diana Moreland, Kelly Elizabeth Daniel. Megan Ricka Wolf. Hooded by Dr. Jill Stinson, Kristen Maffordy. Hooded by Dr. Rachel Miller-Slough, Daryl Ponce Perunau. Cheston Antonio West. Master's Candidates, College of Public Health, Anna Kristen Bauder. Jacob Lee Blevins. Ibrahim Boateng. Amanda Brooke Brennan. Christian B. Chumbley. Caitlin Ann Collins. Emily Lauren Dockery. Nathan Andrew Dockery. Mackenzie Grace Dooley. Taylor Nicole France. Cheyenne Michelle Galena. Teddy Sundeji John. Megan Bailey Kirkland. Fatmata Bintu Koromo. Elizabeth Gail Labresh. Deanna P. Largen. Sarah Catherine M. Loudy. Madison Marie Marcy. Hannah Faith McKinnon. Hemanta Nyoponi. Rita Chiamaka Wejiogo. Yves Jesus Orozco Oporto. Derek Nathaniel Nicholas. Afia Otuo. Priscilla Owusu Minsa. Preet Rashimar Patel. Riley Nicole Payne. Nikki L. Riffle. Michaela Morgan Scott. Mohammed Aladele Suleiman. Brandy Ann Asher Sutherland. Cameron Alexis Townsend. Olivia Lynn Welch. Tamiera Ariu. Samara Grace Zamora. Master's Candidates, Clemmer College of Education and Human Development. Rebecca Damilola Abiola. Forgive Kabukwar Bannerman. Austin C. Barrett. Brianne Beatty. Hannah Bagby Black. Emily Ann Blevins, Robert Logan Chandler, Taylor Marie Cooper, Amanda Gail Cunningham, Jason Alexander Darty, Colin McCain Scott Dorland, Brianna Patricia Amond, Gracia Farit, Victoria Elizabeth Fillers, Joshua Galvez Filoteo, Shorlape Hadejokuri Fularanmi, Casey Ann Galant, Christopher Jordan Garefa, Amanda Lauren Greer, Marissa Jasara Hankins, Jeremiah Darnell Hayward, Grace A. Holgerson, Cecilia Anyanwu Ututu Ikpiemi, Patrina Ann James, Reagan Kennedy James, Tataya Ann Johnson, Rachel E. Leach, Jessica Lynn Lewis, Holly Marshall, Virginia N. Marshall, Kirsten Lynn McCarter, Clayton Joseph McGill, Carrie Lamb Muncie, Garrett A. Myers, Madison A. Orton, Heath Vin Owens, Grace Ann Parker, Bartholomew Dyer Phillips, Hannah Potter, Anna Michelle Ridlin, Sarah Elizabeth Rome, Erasmus Ni Afla Saki, Aaron Lee Simmons, Dylan Celeste Singleton, Kayla A. Vandeventer, Hannah Rose Weaver, Caitlin Elizabeth Williams, Corey Peyton Wolf, Susanna Ayasiwa Yeboah, Yaman Ayub Abu Gariba, Ida Faith Anyango Odongo, Grace Sarfo Adutwum, Samuel Oluwatosin Ajibola, Israel Akinrotimi Akinola, Joseph Akumate, Reagan Claire Battershell, Tyler Austin Bishop, Taylor Yvonne Bowles, Nicholas Ray Bristol, Daniel Burns Campbell IV, Jasmal Marie Cruz Perez, Seth Daniel Davis, Derek Den Oden, Audrey Rebecca Dillon, Kirsten Marie Donahue, Brianna Lee Drake, Charity Brianna Hope Earls. Garrett K. Gass. Sarah Gwynn. Noah William Hall. Lydia Haven Hamby. Emily Jean Hardy. Allie Marie Hargrave. Victoria Grace Hewlett. Eden Hunn. Annie Miranda Hutchins. Abdul Qadir Ibrahim. Jerry Ada Kofi. Kelly Elizabeth Lorenzo. Caitlin Marie Maltby. Max Christian Marlowe. Skylar Elizabeth Matheson. Abby Marie McIver. William Fisher McRaney. Seth Jarvis Morlock. Mary Emma Morrison. Alyssa Murphy. Charles Mawuli Nutsqua. Aluatope Richard Ojo. Joel Nyangoka Anyancha. Johanna Marie Orendolf. Aspen T. Parker. Erica Nicole Perez Cortazar. Cade Stephen Pope. Brianna Lynn Presley. Hannah Elizabeth Faith Robinson. Kofi Sarfo. Corey Patrick Schaefer. John Wyatt B. Shepard. Heather Marie Shipley. Dominique Marie Snedeker. Blaine E. Stiglitz. Rebecca Ann Sturgill. Jessica Marie Templeton. Gabriel Thompson. Jessica Taylor Upham. Joseph Olimbo Were. Robin Denise Wheeling. Elijah Lee Worley. Baccalaureate candidates, College of Public Health. Mitchell Glenn Addington. Madeline Esther Aguiar. Callie Noel Akers. Tommy Phillison. Zachary Hunter Anthony. Kara Ann Bailey. Jesse G. Bain. Emily Grace Baker. Ashley Nicole Barnes. Mackenzie Rena Bishop. Morgan Sierra Blazer. Skylar Madison Brackett, 1911 Society honoree. Haley Brooke Caroline. Kaylee Grace Collins. Oh, whoops. Caroline Grace Craig. Bailey Ann Day. Madison Victoria Dean. John Delano Driscoll. Rachel Alexandra England. Camden Jefferson Eastlick. Angelica May Francis. Samantha Nicole Frick. Sarah Grace Garland. Mackenzie Nicole Goodman. Taylor Grace Goodman. Emma Jo Gregory. Kaylin Alexis Harrison. Cleasia Dominique Hurd. Alexis Jade Van Hester. J. Austin Higgins. Audrey Faith Holland. Anne Marie Honeycutt. Kennedy McLean Hunt. Elijah Neal Icino. Alisa Arai Jones. Carly Mackenzie Kestner. Alyssa Nicole Livesey. Allison Lynn Marbett. Daniel Clay Matherly. Olivia May. Cassidy Reese Miller. Kristen Leanne Morlock. Grace Ann Nave. Zachary Wade Pittman. Ariana Monet Stewart Pond. Hannah Grace Ray. Rachel Rio Bronco. James Lowell Roberts III. Sarah Elizabeth Rogers. Matthew T. Sellers. Miriam Shams. Shazib Ansar Siddiqui. Lauren Jean Singer. John Joseph Sipos IV. Riley Elizabeth Skaggs. Jeanette St. Louis. Madison Steele. Lindsay Danielle Stiles. Gracie Marie Stooksbury. Haley C. Stout. Dylan R. Stump. Jaden Nicole Sutton. Tamara Rachel Sweetenberg. Rylan Lee Thompson. Gabriel Todd Tipton. Roberto Vasquez Jr. Riley Grace Way. Savannah Paige Weatherman. Haley Alexis Webb. Braxton Stone White. Stephanie Jones Williams. Caitlin E. Wilson. Ava Catherine Jobst, 1911 Society honoree. Brody Ryan Young. Baccalaureate candidates, Quillen College of Education and Human Development. Emily Dawn Allison. Jordan Alspach. Rachel Lauren Altmose. Derek Joel Anderson. Emily Ann Ashley. Candace Grace Bailey. Macy Elizabeth K. Baker. Ella C. Barnes. Jenna Lee Barnes. Kaylee Carson Bergen. Heather Marie Blevins. Kristen Nicole Blevins. Summer Rose Botts. Olivia Patricia Bowman. Darion Bradford. Lydia Marie Bradley. Catherine Marie Branham. Mackenzie Ruth Brewer. Hannah Morgan Bringman. Gracie Marie Brown. Trevor Austin Broyles. Devin Carl Buchanan. Fergus Carleton. Nell Abigail Carr. Joshua Adam Chess. Lily Mae Christensen. Chandler J. Clark. Cassidy Lee Clark. Madeline A. Klein. Callie Diane Coleman. Corinna Elizabeth Cullens. Abigail Lee Darlington. Samantha T. Darty. Christian Jacob Davis. Anna Eliza Day. Emily Lagretta Dean. Olivia Faith Deaver. Aston Page Depew. Riley Leanne Dobbs. Emily Eads. Kiana Taylor Edwards. Taylor Nicole Elkins. Tony Lynn Bean Foley. Caden Tucker Ford. Maddie Grace Foster. Gracie Dawn Freeman. Cassidy Marie Glenn. Abby Jean Griffiths. Hadley Grace Griffey. Colleen Renee Hatterer. Brianna Rose Harper. Aileen Nicole Harris. Ashlyn Riley Harrison. Mac R. Hensley. William Carl Hensley. Emma Elizabeth Herman. Caroline Rose Hill. Jalen Lauren Hill. Alexis Faye Hodge. Devontae Houston. Morgan Brooke Huffstetler. Samantha Chase Humphreys. Angela Suzanne Johnson. Cassidy Grace Johnson. Hunter Sinclair Johnson. Willa K. Johnson. Mitzi May Jones. Rachel Eileen Kennedy. Jada Brianne Key. Alexis Grace Kirby. Skylar Shea Kirkland. Veronica Elise Lesur. Caroline Ida Lamke. Abby May Lee. Wesley Edward Zachariah Lee. Jacob M. Lewis. Jensen Brianne Lindsay. Alexis Maria Lopez. Brittany J. Lopez. Rain Ebbs Lovey. Megan Emily Mangrum. Jeremy Isaiah Marler. Emily Page McNew. Leah Brianne Messer. Gabriella Milam. Braylon Milton. Christopher R. Moorfield. Emily Christine Morgan. Callista Justine Morris. Arista K. Murphy. Alexis Nicole Papa George. Janine Elise Peck. Tabitha Michelle Peters. Kimaris Vontae Peterson. Gwendolyn Faith Puckett. Bailey Lynn Rambo. Joshua David Rapkin. Alexandria N. Reed. Sydney Grace Reimer. Caitlin Brooke Rice. Maddie L. Rourke. Macy Ann Roberts. Addison Michaela Russell. Adalia Isabel Rust. Sophia Grace Sagonski. Abby Sanders. Miranda Grace Sanders. Hannah Grace Sando. Lindsay Rachel C. Hannah Nicole Shepard. Macy Aaron Silvers. Mia Ryan Skelton. Caitlin Elizabeth Snyder. Caitlin Elizabeth Stacy. Cody Austin Stooksbury. Emily Nicole Tapp. Madison Elizabeth Tester. Lauren E. Tipton. Cynthia Annabelle Tomlinson. Kristen Lauren Townsend. Clisty N. Trent. Abigail Leilani Edrosolano Trivet. Kenneth Carter Vicchio. Katie N. Watson. Roosevelt Wheeler. Jaleel Mackay White. Madison Renee White. Casey Charles Wilkins. Carrie Eileen Williamson. Abigail Grace Woodward. Nicolyn Young. Baccalaureate candidates, College of Arts and Sciences, Addison Olivia Renee Absher. Brianna Mackenzie Adair. Brianni Mackenzie Adair. Madison Brooke Adkinson. Jared Matthew Alley. Grace Elizabeth Allman Camacho. Nathaniel Emerson Amster. Michelle Marie Archer. Ansley Danielle Archuleta. Kylie Janae Atkins. Tessa Renee Atkins. James Robert Atwood. Kathy Davidson Austin. Alejandro Avalos. Marina Bailey. Terry G. Bailey. Seth David Baird. Allie Marie Baker. Emily Grace Baker. Martin LaRue Baker. Ethan Chase Barker. Julianne Marie Bartek. Dakota L. Basinger. Jolene Drew Beatty. Evie D. Batisto. Liam Charles Bombrucker. Emma Reagan Beach. Grace Annalise Beecher. Paul Belia. Sadie Elizabeth Bennett. McLean Bernshausen. Trey Alexander Billings. Emma Grace Blackledge. Daniel Logan Blair. Taya Shartique Blake. Sarah Elizabeth Blevins. Spencer Dalton Boggs. Corey Nathaniel Bohannon. Samantha Borgstead. Noah Liz Marie Borrero Merced. Kate M. Boundy. Charles Keith Bowers. Daniel Raymond Bowers. Taylor Brooke Bowman. Riley Jade Brannon. Emma Lee Brewer. Alicio Marquand Bryce. Piper Catherine Brock. Gabrielle Brooks. Alexander Franklin Brown. Megan Marie Bryant. Grayson Riley Buchanan. Caitlin Grace Burke. Autumn Olivia Burnett. Afton Clark Burton. Sarah Kellen Bush. Kobe Bryant Butler. Chanel Tiana Butts. Elijah James Burns. Andrea Tiffany Joy Cable Cup. Brian Hamilton Caicedo. Iris Elizabeth Caldwell. William Christopher Calhoun. Morgan Calloway. Marshall A. Carmichael. Caitlin Alexis Carson. Isaac Andrew Cartmel. David McKinley Casasola. McKenna Grace Castle. Benjamin Judah Cathy. Cassandra Elizabeth Chambly. Elia Cecilia Christie. Kaylee Ann Clark. Nathan Francis Klepper. Hayden Seth Cogdell. Alana Leanne Cole. Richard Andrew Cole. Blakely J. Collier. Adam James Collins. Chelsea Ann Constable. Timothy Sage Cook. Cassidy Page Cooper. Alexander P. Corby. Megan Valeria Cordoza. Caleb Riley Cornett. Kaylee Grace Couch. Cheyenne Cox. Chloe Lee Cox. Mason D. Cox. Rebecca Ruth Cox. Stephen Harless Craddock. Alexis Sierra Cross. Autumn Noel Crum. Juwan Cummings. Randy Joe Curtis. Mason T. Kurtner. Shelby Cheyenne Cuthrell. Mackenzie Daly. Xuan Dong. Avery William Davis. Brooklyn Renee Della. Larry Deskins. Stevie Renaya Detter. Raina Danielle Dickerson. Allison Nicole Dietrich. McKenna K. Dietz. Sierra Alexandra Jean Dillingham. Damian K. Dillman. Preston William Dingus. Caleb Michael Dion. Caitlin Grace Dotson. Zoe Isabella Darty. Lindsay Douglas. Megan Kelsey Downing. Corbin David Drennan. Alana Abrianne Duckworth. Peyton Duggar. Tori Renee Duncan. Brittany Nicole Dunn. Devin W. Dye. Sonia Echevarria Kosser. Micah Che Edgar. Brianna Michelle Emenecker. Kara Elizabeth England. Brielle H. Interline. Emma Leanne Fate. Olivia Grace Fawcett. Jackson Felsk. Hunter Chase Fleming. Julia Lees Foot. Chase Stephen Foster. Caroline Elizabeth Freeland. Cameron Stephen Freeman. Madison Renee Fretwell. Riley Morgan Fritz. Elliot William Fry. Isabella Grace Furchess. Jason Earl Gaynor. Emily Faith Gallant. Brianna Elizabeth Galloway. Marceline Aurelia Garland. Cody Michelle Gask. Grace Carolyn Getz. Jocelyn Alana Gilbert. Heriberto Gonzalez. Megan Elizabeth Gordon. Hunter Brooke Goes. Hannah Marie Grandy. Belisa Jane Graves. Aiden Graybeal. Lillian Ambrosia Sky Graybeal. Raina Kaylee Graybeal. Madison Eve Greenlee. Kagan Michael Greer. Lauren E. Greer. Sarah Marie Grider. Brianna Marie Hagee. Caleb Matthew Hale. Sarah Grace Hampton. Aiden Handy. Kendoylan Brooke Haney. Audrey Elizabeth Chin Hanna. Blake Andrew Hansen. Logan Scott Haar. Skylar Ashlyn Grace Harrington. Kylie Stoker Harrison. William Peter Hartig. Emily Diane Hatcher. Bailey Faith Hatmaker. Amy Helmendock. Allison Renee Hensley. Sierra Danielle Hensley. Sandra Lee Hill. Audrey Caroline Holliday. Caitlin Marie Holmes. Dixie Michaela Howard. Stephanie Nicole Huffaker. Brody Colton Hunley. Cameron Marie Hunt. Kennedy McLean Hunt. Colin Michael Hayden. Murphy Rose Jackson. Elizabeth Annabelle Jock. Jacob L. Jenkins. Kyla Ashley Jernigan. Samantha Dawn Johns. Allison Cheyenne Johnson. Bailey E. Johnson. Lillian Grace Johnson. Lily Bell Johnson. Jacob Matthew Jones. Caitlin Dawn Jones. Grace Violet Catherine Jungenberg. Magdalene G. Justice. Brandon Paul Caldy III. Joseph Andrew Keene. Emily Grace Kegley. Alexandra Michelle Keller. Taylor Lee Kello. Madison Ray Kelly. Cole Aaron Kennedy. Keela Kidd. Keelan Kilgore. Margaret Elizabeth Kimbrough. Logan Jeremiah King. Sheila Elizabeth King. Matthew Scott Kinsler, 1911 Society honoree. Nicholas Troy Allen Kaiser. Jake Davis Lane. Nathan Isaiah Lanning. Taylor Nicole Lehman. Samuel Payne Ledbetter. Andrew Ledford. Caleb Lee. Avery Lane Leonard. Allison Kate Lewis. Samuel Walker Licksky. Justin T. Longmire. Amanda P. Lowe. Krista Kalalo Lucas. Elliot C. Lucy. Jeremy Wukamas. Madison Brooke Lundberg. Brianna Ray Lyle. Benjamin Solomon Thomas Mahan. Abigail Lorraine Mahoney. Emily Callan Manus. Camille Sidney Malone. JC Erica Manus. Dalton Nathaniel Markley. Ethan Wayne Marcy. Molly Martins. Chase Logan Martin. Christiana Faith Marie Martinez. Guadalupe Martinez Paz. Sophie Ann Masso. Kara Mateo. Caitlin Anna Marie Maxwell. Haley L. McCarter. Connor Eric McCracken. Liam Isaac McCroskey Shope. Gabriel Joshua McDonald. Emily McGinnis. Abigail Grace Mead. David Mercado. Yana Mercy. Alyssa Nicole Miles. Donald Ray Miller. Jessie Diane Miller. Grayson Caroline Mills. Giovanni Mashana. Sierra Nicole Mishkel. Madeline Brooke Monday. Lauren Elizabeth Moore. Mackenzie Faith Moore. Hunter Gannon Morlock. Gage T. Morton. Kinsey Jaden Munger. Tamsin A. Murphy. Nicholas Cecil Neil Gutchkoff. Ryan Evan Newman. Hallie Elaine Nix. McKendra Lynn Norris. Angelina Faith O'Connor. Heyormethi Precious or Largoon. Joseph Cosmo Onks. Haley D. Opry. Sarah Jo Elizabeth Orr. Ashley Michelle Owenby. Hayden C. Page. Jordan K. Painter. Michaela Marie Parton. Jessica Brooke Payne. Nicholas R. Payne. Kiera Lakin Perkins. Taylor Alexis Perry. Evan Christopher Petrie. Emma Faith Phelps. Cody Phillips. Emily Faith Phillips. Beverly L. Pierce. Samuel Ellis Pinkston. John Joseph Peon. Sarah Plant. Aiden Scott Polson. Kayla Renee Powell. Kaylee B. Powers. Isaac Thomas Presley. Andrea Megan Price. Crimson Dion Price. Delaney Christian Price. Emily Grace Prophet. Alexander L. Pryor. Emma Rose Regal. Danielle Renee Rains. Bailey Noel Ratliff. Carson McKinley Ray. Ashton Elizabeth Reed. Blakely McKenna Reed. Matthew Connor Reed. Kristen Olena Reedy. Charles Camden Reese. Kellen Liam Rice. Joshua Stephen Richardson. Brandy Rose Robinshorn. Preston Wade Roberts. Sarah Beth McKenzie Roberts. Katricia Monique Robinson. Jordan Noel Freedom Rodriguez. Stephanie Roman de la Sancha. Robert Jesus Romero. Cherish M. Rooney. Lauren Adele Ross. Seneca A. Rulison. Deanna Michelle Razilowitz. Gabriel Orion Russell. John Thomas Rutherford. Isabella Sanders. Keely Faith Sandage. Kara Satterfield. Joseph Harlan Savory. Mackenzie Shea Schroeder. Anna Margaret Schultz. Natalie Marie Scogan. Callie B. Scott. Lukeson Desir Shackelford. Nurain Fatima Sheikh. Bella Marie Shankle. Emma Kathleen Sheedlow. Dayton Joe Sheffield. Anna Caroline Shelton. Sarah Jane Shiflett, Madeline Grace Shipley, Finnegan Shirley, Grant Allen Shirley, Isabella Ann Schultz, Haley Leanne Skidmore, Kristen Leanne Skidmore, Julia Faith Slagle, Veronica Page Slaughter, Cale Smith, Lauren Ashley Smith, Melinda Susan Smith, Seth Xavier Smith, Colt William Soller, Courtney Brooks Songer, Fatma Souf, Noah Joel Notsouth, Noah Joel Sutherland, Savannah Lynn Spangler, Heather R. Sparks, Carly McKay Sprake, Sarah Elizabeth Stacy, Alyssa Marie Stanley, Callie Ann Stewart, Lindsay Danielle Stiles, Bergen Grace Stiver, April Gale Stone, Haley Nicole Story, Jacob Lee Sturgill, Amelia Jane Sutherland, Matthew Allen Sutphin, Logan Paul Taylor, Melinda Ann Janine Taylor, Patricia Kate Lynn Thornton, Katie Lynn Thorpe, Kayla M. Thrasher, Allison Kelsey Timms, Nathan Charles Tolliver, Elizabeth Angela Diane Trent, Preston M. Trent, Danielle Nicole Trinkle, Sydney Noel Trosen, Ashley Catherine Toole, Lauren Elizabeth Turner, Morgan Grace Turner, Sydney Alexis Vaughn, Liam Matthew Walker, Kelsey Elizabeth Walter, Sid Jace Walter, Christina Alina Ward, Samuel J. Webb, Carolee Ann Weber, Peyton L. Whaley, Willow A. Wheatley, Grayson Elizabeth Wetzel, Trenton J. White, 1911 Society honoree. Estrella Nicoletti Whitney Cuervo, Patrick James Willard, Connor J. Williams. Lydia Hope Williams. Olivia Rose Williams. Rebecca Lee Williams. Amber Nicole Willis. Auburn B. Wilmoth. Emily Jane Wilson. Emma Hope Wilson. Andrew Bernard Wolf. Audrey Wood. Jackson Robert Worley. Madeline F. Wright. Papa Kojo Yeboah. Bowen Yee. Elizabeth Ann Zananti. Lewa Monkus Coleman. Ivy Wickizer.
President Nolan, as the last students return to their seats, it is my privilege to report to you that candidates here assembled have qualified in all respects for their degrees through the several colleges of East Tennessee State University and are recommended to be awarded appropriate degrees in recognition of their academic accomplishments by their faculty. Would all degree candidates please rise for the conferring of the degree? President Nolan, the candidates now standing and some absent with permission have completed all requirements for their degree. On behalf of the faculty, I recommend you confer the appropriate degree.
By the authority vested in me by the East Tennessee State University Board of Trustees, and upon the recommendation of your faculty, I now confer upon you the doctorate, masterate, and baccalaureate degree to which you are entitled, with all the rights, privileges, amenities, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. As a symbol of completion, graduates, please move your tassel from the right to the left side of your mortarboard, acknowledging your transition from student to graduate. Now, per tradition, we'll close the ceremony by joining together to sing the Alma Mater. To our graduates, congratulations to you. Godspeed, and go Bucks.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain in place while the platform party exits. Congratulations to the ETSU class of 2025.
her is the star of that. Look at, you don't see, look at that.